향기 좋지.
무슨 꽃이야 이게?
이게 동백꽃인데 원래는 이제 보통 빨간색이잖아. 얘는 분홍색. 색깔이 훨씬 예쁘지.
하얀색 아니야?
핑크색이잖아.
later on in the night.
한 마리.
When the crowds have gone, we could talk under moonlight till dawn.
또 버스 타고 왔어?
We could stay to watch the sunrise, cancel all our plans. We don't need a reason why we just can't. I wish I could stop time and stay in this moment, never think about going. Won't you stay with me for a little while? Got myself free falling deep into your eyes. You came to me without warning, but I knew why. I wish I could stop time